Whatever had happened when my feet touched the ground had created some great spark, and then everything went dark for me. It was black, so black I could not imagine where my body ended and where the black around me began. "Josh, hey, sport, I'm right here. It's all right, don't be frightened, I'm here to help you. See the light just above you? Look up, just focus on it, and you'll be beside me in no time." The sound of my father's voice brought me immediate relief. Instinctively, I kicked my legs and felt myself rise through the warm water, breaking the surface in a matter of seconds as I rose toward the sound of his voice and the comfort of the light. A moment later, and I was no longer in the water, but sitting by the edge of a pond, the water lazily lapping at my bare feet. "Josh, don't worry, it's all okay." Now, if there's something a son knows, it is the sound of his father's voice. And yet, I noticed a difference in the words I was hearing. I was not sure how to describe it, except to say that the sound of his voice was tinged with a kind of synthesized texture. I looked towards the source of the voice, and in the serene light of the late day, I saw my father, standing several feet away from me. In the years since his death, I had retained an image of him in my mind that captured my memory of him from somewhere in my teen years. I'm not sure how old he would have been then, mid-40s perhaps. The sight of him now was hazy at first, but then it sharpened into focus until he was not only clearly visible to me, but he almost appeared as a three-dimensional figure that had been projected in front of me like a hologram. The backdrop of lush vegetation was juxtaposed against his crisp presence, and it made his outline shimmer in a way that the light seemed to emanate from within him rather than from around him. He looked positively radiant to me, and I stared at him for a long time before I actually found my voice. "I've missed you so much," was the best I could come up with, as my voice finally caught up with the words in my head. I felt a wave of emotion well up in my chest. How do you greet a loved one, my father in this case, all these years after his death?